what's going on, everyone? Welcome to a new episode of Mostly Wrong Opinions. I am Tyrone. That is Devin. Wait! Before we get into our review of this film, please hit that subscribe button right down there to the right. Really does help out the channel. Now, we're about to get into our review of Blonde.
Daddy, come on! Daddy. Oh God! Daddy!
Is the movie still on, dog?
I think it is.
Jesus.
Father. Shh. Father.
Father of the
Father's.
Fatherless. Father. You wanna watch Hocus Pocus?
Yeah, let's do that.
Twist the bones and bend the back. Heated to Captain Malika Mystic.
Back in 1693, the people of Salem, Massachusetts, witches, thought they got rid of the Sanderson sisters for good.
We shall be back!
So yeah, people, we tried with doing a review for Blonde, and it is the most slowest thing since Franklin the Tortoise.
Yo, I was fighting. This was an aggressively boring film.
There was things online where people were turning it off after 20 minutes.
Yeah, I turned it off, man. I couldn't. This movie is kind of sexist, like far right bullshit going on here. I'm like, what is this?
What is this, honey?
Well, the first thing I see, she's up here getting raped in the fucking president of a movie company. I'm like,
yeah. And the movie's just
cool.
slow. I mean, slow. Do not bore me, okay? I do not. Like I said, I will turn your shit off. Don't fucking bore me. That's the worst. Don't do it. Middle of the road, boring shit. No. And this,
dare bore me.
This was boring. I can tolerate a far right movie. I can tolerate some movie that I may not agree with politically. But if it's fucking boring, I will turn your shit off. Okay? Don't do it. This was the first movie on Most Wrong Opinions where I had to hit the ejector button. I was like, abort, eject!
Eject! I'm trying! Eject! What's the canopy?
And so we aborted this one, and we moved on to something a little bit better and a little bit spookier. Ooh.
Yeah. Yes, this is the 1993 Hocus Pocus film starring Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy. This film, you know, it's another nostalgic piece.
Of course.
In my head.
Of course.
Because
everybody who grew up in the 90s, this is like cornerstone.
I'm telling you, man. They play three sisters from Salem and in 1693. And they're known for bewitching children and sucking the life out of them because they want to be young.
Young forever.
Youthful. Young forever. And they end up sucking the life out of one wrong kid, Emily Binks. And because her brother came up in there, Zachary Binks, and was like, yo, you ain't gonna steal the juice out of my sister. You know what I'm saying? You can steal the life juice out of her. I'm gonna whoop your ass. and
things didn't work out for him, so.
He didn't, no. But the rest of the town folks saw that and it was like, hang them, you know.
Bette Midler casts a spell just before they get hung that says, if a virgin lights the black flame candle on a full moon night on Halloween, they can come back for one night. And if they
has to line up.
Yeah, exactly. All that stuff has to line up. And if they come back for that one night, they get one more chance to suck as much children lifeblood as possible. And then they can live forever, right? And lo and behold, in 1993, a guy comes along, this tryhard, he's new to Salem from California. He's trying to fit in, he can't quite do it. He's got his little sister taking her out for Halloween, and one of the funny things about it is the little sister cannot stop telling everyone that he's a virgin. And she's like, yeah, he's a virgin. He's a virgin. He's like, oh my God, you know. And so,
he's like, shut up.
Yeah. So in his attempt to impress this girl from his class. He lights the black flame candle. Happens to be a full moon. Happens to be All Hallows Eve. And, well, our three sisters come back to wreak havoc on Salem.
How do we feel about 1993's Disney being okay with talking about virginity and talking about wabos and showing the witches be hung?
Yeah.
How do we feel about that? I feel that I liked it back then, and I like it now.
Yeah, the movie starts off with like a freaking hanging, and you're like, dang. That is not to say that the movie is mature at all, but while that is shocking and violent, it did. I don't think it wasn't bloody or anything like that. So I feel like Disney today would still do it. But you're right. They did it with a carelessness that Disney today would not do it. To open your film with a child's death and a hanging, that's just pretty wild,
I feel like the aesthetics of this film, it's fun, it's funny, and I kind of feel like the attention grabber is that the stakes are there because they're running against time. The kids are running against time to stop them. And the Sanderson sisters are trying to run against time because they have to suck the life juices out of these kids before sunrise. It's curtains.
And while that is like you said, like you mentioned, that is a dark premise. I guess they got to kill a bunch of kids before the end of the night so they can live forever. The movie does not take itself very seriously. When the movie starts, right, it looks deeply serious. Actually, it looks kind of scary. With Sarah Jessica Parker, like bewitching this little girl, she's singing this creepy ass song, and the little girl's like, she's like following her into the woods. It looks really scary. Everyone's really alarmed. The whole town is scared. They're like, oh my god, But then when we cut to inside the witch's house, yeah, they're all silly and dancing, and it is, and this does explain the tone of the film. While it is spooky, it is not scary, and so it's kind of the perfect horror film for like a 9-year-old. You know what I mean?
You look at they don't know what a road is. Cool. They don't know what a road is when they get scared about that, but they know how to sing. Paved road. They know how to sing and use microphones.
Don't think about it so hard. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's like you throw that out the window. You know what I'm saying?
The movie's got like a cartoon logic.
When she's chasing him down, she's like, "Pull over, let me see your license." You know about a fucking license.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. But you're not supposed to think so hard about it. It's just like, yeah, they are. While they don't recognize like a vacuum cleaner that much, but they do know like pop culture references. So it's like, how is that possible? But like you said, it's got kind of a weird dream logic thing that you're supposed to just like have fun. The movie's like, dude, just enjoy yourself, And once you do kind of let go of it, let go and just let the movie do its thing, it is a lot of fun. And I think the main reason why it is fun is because our three leads, they seem to be freaking enjoying themselves.
Twist the bones and bend the back. Here to decapit America Mystic. Trim him of his baby fat. Here to decapit America Mystic. Give him fur black as black, just like this.
They're hamming it up. I think some of the stuff is probably ad-libbed. Like they seem to like really enjoy each other's company.
Why was I cursed with such idiot sisters?
Just lucky, I guess.
And they all have three very distinct personalities, where Bette Midler is kind of the leader, although how good her leadership is, I don't know.
She's kind of mean to her team.
Kathy's kind of the dumb one who mostly just follows the leader. And then we got Sarah Jessica Parker, who's a complete airhead, and she's singing and dancing like an imbecile. That's according to that's a direct quote from the leader. Yeah. So I think the fact that our three leads are having such a good time, it really does draw you in. And to me, I hadn't seen this movie for a long time. Like my sister used to love this movie. This was like a staple in our household. So it's been a long time since I'd seen it, and I really enjoyed it. It was like you said, a nice nostalgic blast to the past. nice warm blanket of nostalgia.
Warm blanket.
So I think this is a really good movie for like a kid. Like as someone who actually saw this film as a kid, I think it hit all the right notes. As an adult, when I go back and watch it, I think there's probably less for adults than I was expecting there to be.
When you watch it as an adult, what keeps you more engaged is the ending climax. You know, because it's like it keeps you. It's like, who's gonna win, or what's gonna happen? You know, because they're battling it out. They are battling it out over hollow ground, which is the graveyard.
Cemetery. Yeah, there's a zombie that comes out of the ground, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And then after I was like, oh, what a silly looking zombie. Then they freaking knock his head off, and I remember being like, whoa, as a little kid, like what? They knock his head off.
But by the way, the zombie is a good zombie, Billy.
He's a good
Richardson.
zombie.
The tale is that he was cheating on Winifred, Sanderson's sister, the leader, Bette Midler, with her sister, Sarah Parker's character. And she sewed his mouth shut. And but when he was able to undo it, he was like, "You witch!" He hated her.
Wench. Trollop, you buck-toothed, mop-riding firefly from hell.
He hated her. Even though she conjured her up from the ground to like fight for her. He was like, man, bitch,
Exactly.
I ain't gonna fight for you. I'm gonna help these kids.
Which I thought was kind of funny, because you really expect him to be like some kind of murderous zombie. And he's like, man, I don't want nothing to do with you. Just because you conjured me up, don't mean I'm on your side. Like, that was really funny, you know? Also, I thought some of the effects were really good, especially for 1993.
Oh,
like,
let me tell you something.
Flying around on the brooms, that looked great.
Not just that. This was the first time they actually used CG correctly with the cat. Because it's like it was technology that has never really been done before.
Yeah, that was back when CGI was exciting and new, and you're like, wow, how did they do that? Now everything is fucking CGI. But like you said, I think they did it right in that it wasn't, the whole cat wasn't CGI the whole time. It was just like they would CGI like a paw or his face, things like that to just like sell the effect, which I like that quite a bit.
They had a real cat on set.
Right, exactly, which helped out a lot. So I thought that looked great. I liked how the witches' robes, like they always were like flowing in this like strange, uneasy way whenever they were on the brooms. I thought it looks really good. So this was a pretty fun movie and a nice little blast from the past. A wonderful reprieve from Blonde.
You saved us, Hocus Pocus.
Yeah,
boring,
thank you.
Utterly bad film of Blonde.
If you watch this for the first time as an adult, it won't do much for you. But I think as a kid, I think this movie will do exactly what it's supposed to do. It'll cast that perfect spell on you.
What a pretty spider.
Yeah, she was so fine in that movie, boy. She was one of them crushes, man. When you didn't even know what a crush was back then.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, she was like your Pink Ranger.
Oh man, don't even get me started, boy. Kimberly, man.
Every kid from like a certain age, especially if you're a straight guy, you had the same crushes.
Yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker. You had Kimberly. You had Topanga from Boy Meets World, and you had Ashley Banks.
Ashley Banks.
Let's get into the rating of Hocus Pocus. I enjoyed this film then. I enjoy this film now. I'm gonna give this film a B+, man.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I can see why this is a staple around Halloween. So I too will give this a B. I liked it. I thought it was really good, and it was nice to watch it again after all these years. This is, like I said, a strong nostalgia film. If you're older and you've never seen Hocus Pocus, then you're just missing out. And it probably won't scratch you in the way it's supposed to scratch you, but it's not really for older people. I don't think I think this is for kids or maybe like your inner child. So I think this is a really good film for the spooky season.
I gave this film a B+. Devin gave this film a B. Get on Disney+, borrow it from a friend, man. And have a good time this spooky season watching Hocus Pocus.
Good night. Sleep tight. No screaming.
Thanks for clicking on this video. We really do appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down there, man. Become a part of the Mostly Wrong Opinions family, all right? And if you did like our rating and review for this film, go ahead and hit that thumbs up because it really does help out the channel. Or you can hit that thumbs down. Whatever it is your opinion. Just remember one thing, it is mostly wrong. See you guys in another film.